want to show you guys real quick what I'm working on. It's a 2007 Honda Civic with a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine, and complaint is the vehicle didn't want to crank over quick enough to fire the engine over, so they replaced the battery and it still didn't repair it. So they brought it over to me and I cranked over slow, and finally cranked over fine. So the problem became intermittent. But I did notice that they were right in what they were telling me. It sounded, symptoms were weak battery. But anyways, so when it did fire up fine, I made sure the starter was fine. I checked the wires and it was working fine. There was not even a little hiccup on it. So I said it's not the starter. Starter would have already failed. So I said it's probably going to be the voltage that's going into the solenoid. And I went inside the vehicle and I started playing with the ignition switch, turning the key on and off. And when I would turn it on, I would hear like a relay kind of crying over here. And I'm going to show you guys in there. Right here is where my starter relay goes. And sure enough, the noise was coming from there. And I'm going to show you guys what noise I'm talking about. So if I turn the ignition switch over slow, this is what I hear. See that? That's the relay going crazy. On and off, on and off, on and off. And it's just losing power momentarily. So I'm not going past the ignition switch completely, turning it over. When I do, it does this. So it cranks over, right? So that is telling me that the relay is it's getting voltage and losing voltage, either on the control side or the actual load side of the relay. I tried another fuse on another relay on there, but I knew it was going to do it, and it did do it with another relay. So my problem is the reposition. I'm sorry guys, I'm down here. I'm not the best. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick my light right here. Hopefully. Okay, I want you guys to look. I'm on the voltage that's going to go through the relay to the solenoid. Check it out. I'm going to go slowly. Okay, you see, oh my, okay, if I go slowly, you see that light go dim? See how it goes dim? And then I go a little past it, a little more, until I get a nice bright light. By the way, it's not very bright. It's not very bright. I should actually be taking a voltage reading. Okay, you see that? See how it, if I go full, that's how it looks. But you should never have that variance in voltage. It's just not the way the system was designed. Anyways, see that? I found my problem. If I wiggled my ignition switch, see that when I wiggle it? Anyways, so to me that proves one thing. It is proving me that the wiring is correct. The wiring is working the way it's supposed to be working, but I have a bad contact in the ignition switch. The electronic switch inside that's controlling the voltages, and that's where the problem is on this vehicle. So I'm going to put that ignition switch, and I'm pretty sure that's going to cure the problem. So it's a good thing I didn't take that starter off. In order to replace it, you have to take that intake manifold off. So that is a quick little video on a 2007 Honda Civic that has starting problems. Alrighty. See you guys next time.